Okay, intuitive Black Sheep collection. Let's get into how the karmic siblings are feeling now that you have gone no contact from the family. Okay, and you have not looked back. Okay, so the first oracle card that jumped out at me, okay, was this card here. Okay, so the karmic siblings, all right, believe it or not, they are codependent on you. Okay, they're, they are dependent on your energy. Okay, your energy is one of a kind. Okay, and it is different than theirs. Okay, your energy is positive. Okay, a more pure energy. Okay, because you are more high vibrational. Okay, you don't get down into the negative behaviors, all right, like they do. The narcissism, okay, the hating, the jealousy, the evil eye, the sabotage attempts, okay? You are too high vibrational to even think about doing the things that they do, okay? All right? Okay. So their emotions are just, all over the place, okay? All right? They are having a hard time balancing out their emotions, okay? Because when you were around, okay, that's what your role was per se in that family, okay? They would take out all of their anger, all right, on you. They would project all their toxic negative emotions on you, okay? You are the family dumping ground for their toxicity and their negative emotions and behaviors, okay? And that's what helps them to regulate their emotions, okay? So they are codependent upon you for that, okay? And you're not there. So that is causing them to, spiral, okay? And it's being seen within the community over there. People around them are seeing this. All right. Okay. So that image that they're trying to hold together as if they were the top sibling, because they're in a competition in their own mind, or that, you're just the lowest one on the totem pole and you're mentally unstable and you can barely take care of yourself and they're so much better than you and above you, okay, and that they're the better child, all right, okay, is that facade is failing at this point. People are definitely seeing through it at this point, okay? And some of you may have siblings that have never even left home, okay? We're all adults now. And you have a sibling that has never even moved out on their own, never had their own apartment or anything. They've always just stayed up under your parents, okay? All right. Now that you're out of the way, achieving your own things, okay? You've been more dependent. You've had your own place, okay? All right. I'm picking up on that some of you have bought your own homes, okay? The community is seeing the difference between you and this sibling or other siblings, okay, that have not even moved out of your parents' home, okay, ever at all. And they see you doing so well, all right, you're taking care of yourself, okay, and you're more independent. They're wondering, hey, what's going on here, all right, okay? Your family has said all of these things about you, have talked down on you to these other family members, and they're looking like, something's not adding up here. Okay. They're finding it odd. Like, why is this one child, you know, so dependent on y'all? Okay. That they can't even separate from up under you all. Okay. All right. And then the next card we got here is the extra card. Okay. So in regards to you, these karmic siblings, still within the fold over there, within the karmic family that you have gone no contact from and you have not looked back. Okay. They're looking at you as if you're being dramatic. Okay. That for going no contact and not speaking to anyone over there. They believe you're being dramatic, you're overreacting, okay? They believe that the things that they have done to you are just not that bad, okay? And that, hey, this is family, okay? Family is going to argue or fight or whatever, and you just, you deal with family. Whatever happens within the family, you deal with it and you put up with it. Okay. So they believe that you are being dramatic. Okay. And cutting off everyone within the family. Okay. They just don't believe that the things that they have done towards you are that bad. Okay. The years of bullying, okay, the joining forces with your parents and other family members to go against you, okay, the manipulation, the lies, okay, the intentional sabotage, going behind your back, working with um, your exes, all right, ex-toxic partners to go against you, gossiping, spreading rumors about you, going and telling your personal business to your past toxic friends, okay, and your past exes, okay, keeping them in the loop about you behind your back, okay, turning people against you, trying to tarnish your image and reputation, okay, all right, intentionally playing mind games with you, okay, all right, to keep you in emotional turmoil, okay? They wanted you to hurt. They wanted to see you in pain, okay, and emotional turmoil, all right? And they believe that you're just being dramatic um, for cutting the whole family off, all right? Okay, and this is clarified by the magician in the negative here. All right, okay, so, and that just says it all. These karmics, okay, extremely, manipulative, individuals, okay, and they're actually feeling, they've always felt insecure when it's has come to you, but it's even worse now because since you have left, you are doing so much better. You are glowing up. You are leveling up. You are achieving even more things. Okay, you're finishing your college degree. You're buying a home. You're getting into secure, healthy relationships. Okay, you're getting engaged, married. All right. Some of you are starting your own businesses. Okay. All right. If you're a content creator, that's really taking off for you. Okay. And this is making their insecurities even worse. Okay. And they are so focused on you, hyper focused on you, that they can't even focus on their own lives. Okay. They can't even look at the things that they may be good at, okay, or the gifts that they may have, okay. You know, they're going untapped because their only focus is you, okay, spying on you, watching you all day on social media, okay. All right, they can't even worry about themselves and putting themselves in a better position, okay? Because they are so hyper focused on watching you and trying to find out your every move and what you got going on in your life, okay? But they really can't at this time because you have cut the karmic family off, and you know uh, not to tell them anything that you have going on in your life, okay? And you know to keep the important stuff that you have going on, all right? You know to keep that off of social media, all right? Okay? And to keep your life more private now and move in silence, okay? All right, so they are struggling over there, okay? You know, they're spiraling. All right. Okay. Thank you for watching Intuitive Black Sheep Collective. Until next time.